We are live. Dadman did it already. I forgot to roll the intro. Hungry boy, we're live. I did it. Forgot to hit the countdown.
I don't mind that. I
I
don't
know.
mind that.
I just sit here looking at the thing, and I hit go live. I'm like, wait. That's like, dear God, I got to say something before we start talking all kinds of crazy crap. Wow, folks, that's just too funny. It just was like, man, yeah. So anyway, it's just too funny. But hey, well, welcome for everybody that may be here. We are at 400 and let's see. I'm Deadman Walking 55. Going to introduce myself. If you are new here, come by at a weird time of morning for us on the East Coast. We're 34 after 3 o'clock in the morning on the
Whoa.
East Coast, and hey, we're having fun. I don't want to sleep. I want to stay up and have fun. So, what
Hey,
are
Muslim uncle. Great to
hey, your
see
Muslim
you. Thank
uncle?
you.
Yeah, hey, welcome.
Buddy! Buddy!
Oh, Buddy
Yay!
Hepburn. Yes. All right. Wow. Folks, we are going to be chasing squirrels tonight. So whatever comes up comes out. And we don't know. We don't have any topics. We're going to play off things and use the force. And you might hear some football. You might hear some comics. You might hear serials. So you never know.
And if it's cereals, it might be the stuff that crunches in your mouth, or it might be seeing Buck Rogers fighting against Princess Ardala back in the 1940s. Uh,
Oh,
th-
that far back?
oh, yeah, Buck Rogers goes back to the 1940s, dude.
Really? I mean,
Totally.
my earliest memory was the 1970s
Oh, that was
with
the
the
good
TV
stuff.
show. Yeah, exactly.
That was the good stuff.
You got Wilma Deering. Yeah.
We're squirreling already. That's
Aaron
great.
Gray. Exactly.
Oh, I absolutely adore her, and it's not just for
Yeah.
the male testosterone. It's not about that. I actually really think Erin Gray is a fantastic actress, and she added some subtlety to that show. I think it was
Yeah.
wonderful. And I mean, okay, I have one complaint, and it's the same
Hmm.
kind of complaint I had with Star Wars.
Hmm.
Where you have a setup, a romantic setup for, oh, hello, Muslim uncle, you're on fire tonight. But you had this setup where when you saw the first movie, you wanted Luke and Leia to hook up, and then in the second movie, you wanted Han and Leia to hook up. Now with Buck Rogers, you wanted Wilma and Buck to hook up. You wanted to see that kiss. You wanted to have that 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 final that final oh, how should we phrase that, that final clasping of hands between hearts,
Right.
romantically speaking.
Right.
And oh, I wanted to see that. Ooh, but you
Well,
know go ahead.
it's really, really cool. And we got yeah, it really was cool. A lot of the things you're describing with it, you wanted it to then, and things like that. I've got to be careful how much I talk about because there's, you know, I
Yeah,
got so much I want to say, but you know what?
we got to save it for later. Got to save it
Yeah,
for later.
yeah, I know. Tease a little bit on people, but yeah, it definitely was a great show. But yeah, there's the same themes. Your Muslim uncle asked if we're hockey fans. I am. I got back into the Devils this season, uh, but I would love to do a hockey talk show, and maybe I will this season. But I've
Mm.
got to get enough guests to help me. I don't have enough working hockey knowledge or experience to really feel comfortable carrying a show per se, but I would love to. Believe you are your Muslim uncle. Do you have a hockey team that you follow? I think you said once before, but I don't remember. And I know, Buddy, I think you're probably one of the California teams. But look here, since the chat jumped in on it, uh, hey, you actually wanted Wilma and Ardala to have a cat fight over Buck.
Oh
How
yeah.
about that? Yeah.
I I cannot argue that, and your Muslim uncle also points out something very important. The
Yeah.
Marvel serials, the Captain Marvel serials, were awesome, and he's talking about the original Captain Marvel, known as the Big Red Cheese, and those were magnificent. They were actually better than the Batman serials
Mm-hmm.
of the 1940s, and it was very juicy. But I have to say, overall, my favorite cereals, and I was lucky to find them and track them down, after I was a kid certainly were the Buck Rogers because I had to see the Flash Gordon ones, and Flash Gordon
Mhm.
was great. Don't get me wrong, I love
Right.
Flash Gordon, but
Hmm.
everybody that I was talking to, well, their dad said, "Oh yeah, Flash Gordon was great, but you need to see the Buck Rogers stuff," and then never got to see them. But then 1979, 1980 happens. Uh,
Hmm.
it is released as no spoilers for the show we're going to do, but it was released as a film instead of a television pilot
Hmm.
into theaters, and I think it worked beautifully. I
Yeah.
loved it, and oh, Wilma and Princess Ardala and Tiger Man,
Yes.
Tiger Man. Oh,
It's
Tiger
going.
Man was great.
That was such a good show. We bought the DVDs a while back, and I got through the most of the first season, and I need to go back and watch it again soon. So, but hey, we got actually hockey talk that's broken out. We got two San
Yeah,
Jose Sharks fans here.
we do
All
grass
right,
hockey here in Australia more than anything else, but I admire
San Jose
American and
Sharks.
Canadian hockey. Yeah,
Yes.
that's a tough game. That is a tough game. That's tougher
Now,
than rugby.
your Muslim uncle saying he has the Batman, Superman, iTunes, Captain Marvel, Amazon.
Right.
And that's a soundtrack.
Nice.
That's a soundtrack, I guess.
Well, I mean, actually, I think iTunes often offers video stuff, so I think you can see the serials on iTunes. Your Muslim uncle can correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, cereals. What are cereals? Because I was thinking we're on breakfast foods.
Oh no, 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 no,
No,
no,
I'm
no.
seriously no wonder he spelled it with that. I was thinking I get cereal in the brain from when we talked about Fruit
I
Loops and
know that was
stuff.
good. Those are
But
good
what are
strings, man.
cereals though? What are
Okay,
in
so
this
that
context?
means serialized content. So it's like a comic book. That means you get a chunk. So like there would be a 25-minute short of Buck Rogers before the main feature began at your cinema. And then the next day, you would get the next episode before whatever movie they were showing. And then the next day, you would get the other episode, and it would go on for 14 episodes. So they would serialize the content. So Serialized, to use
Okay.
the British spelling. They would serialize the content, just like in comic books, you'd have one issue and then the next issue and the next issue, versus a trade paperback or a graphic novel, which is the comic book version of a movie, which is an all-in-one story. And so you would have this is a way to get kids into the theater and some adults too, because even if the movie sucked, they could always look forward to Buck Rogers or the Lone Ranger or Flash Gordon or whatever Bella Lugosi was doing for Poverty Row at that point. And you would always have at least 25 minutes of decent entertainment, even if the movie was garbage.
Yeah. Okay. I gotcha. Yeah. So
And,
that's an
and,
interesting concept.
mm,
It was a really
it was
interesting
smart.
concept.
It
So,
was good money. I mean, it was actually fiscally good management.
mhm.
Because
Yeah. No
you
cereal
could
videos on iTunes.
Ah, yes. Oh, and I mean it was really smart because they could dump a lot of money into the rocket effects and the costume effects for Flash Gordon or Buck Rogers, but it was only for 25 minutes, so it was very
Hmm.
limited. But they could get those butts in seats, as people say.
Yep.
And it was just I love good art, but when good art is smart, I like it better.
Yeah. So, folks, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you're still subbed and getting our notifications. Apparently, your Muslim uncle and Buddy Hepburn are getting the notifications because they're here with us at 3:30, 3:45, 3:42 on the East Coast. So,
Hmm.
either that or Twitter is also the backup at Deadman Walking 55. Make sure you've hit that like button. Um, share it out. Who knows what come over? See, I'm an equal opportunity streamer, Hungry. I chase
Yeah.
squirrels. We do stuff, and hey, this is about what about 8, probably nearing 9 a.m. over in England, probably 10, 11 up in Europe. So hey, see, I make it good weekend daytime program for the European friends. So hey, you know, so yeah, uh,
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I would think you're talking about the Buck Rogers. Watch parties are kind of cool and things like that. you never know. I think they're planning on doing something else coming up. I think, but you know, it's always good to have different things, different friends, and stuff like that. So, um, how that goes. Right. So we got four of y'all here. Um, we've talked a little bit about Buck Rogers. See, I don't want to belabor the point. We'll find things to talk about because we're chasing squirrels. But one of the things is, it was as a kid, I never, I always thought he was such a stud and this, that, and the other. And it's like, hey, I got these women, but he never took his clothes off. And it was like, it just was so, just as a kid, you're sitting there like, it was like magic or something. And, you wanted to be that guy that had, all the ladies and their attention. And, like, damn, he's good. He's just, when you get to be an adult, you understand all the other stuff.
Oh
It's just
yeah.
kind of looking
I
back as a kid. It's
mean,
kind of funny.
I understood the romance part of it when I was a kid. I didn't understand the hey hubba hubba sexy sexy part of it at all.
Hmm. Right.
But that's just like vampires, which corresponds to vampire movies, but corresponds to that certain episode of Buck Rogers. We'll talk about it at a much later date, where I didn't understand certain things that were
Hmm.
happening in the plot and the interactions of the characters.
Hmm.
But you can say that about a lot of things.
Yeah.
I mean, there are nuances between Han and Leia in Empire Strikes Back that would pass a kid by, right? But to somebody who was 20 years old, they knew exactly what was going on. And with like Buck
Yeah.
Rogers, with the Gil Gerard series that we're talking about,
Hmm.
okay, these days I understand exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, I just said, oh, the pretty lady likes the handsome man who's willing to save the universe. That's what I understood. And that's all I needed to understand. Oh, hello, Max. Hello,
Max
Max.
Redstone, how are you tonight? Good to see you too. He says, well, see, 100 trillion Neelix cookbooks shall burn in Canadian fires. Good to see you. Oh, man. All right, Muslim Uncle is his late night energy, and
Oh, thank
yeah, you would
you.
start a. Oh, wow, that's interesting, your Muslim Uncle. So just stay tuned with our channel. We got more things coming up in a few months, and some new things that are on the pike. We're just waiting to unroll, roll things out as we go. Hey, you might even have hockey in this. If I can, I think I got a few people that I could talk hockey. Maybe we'll do some hockey. Who knows?
Just
Maybe.
getting
But
back to the
speaking of
bus
sports,
thing.
your Muslim uncles, they were quick said
Hmm.
he's going to Oakland A's game with Mexican
Oh,
Mexican
good.
Ironman tomorrow. Talking
Oh,
about local sports.
fantastic. Oakland
That's
is a great
awesome.
town. Oakland's a
Yes.
great town. I lived there for 2.5 years. It's a great town.
It's a
I
shame they
love
don't
Oakland.
support the Oakland A's though, or any other sports.
They never
Now
did.
I got to rephrase that. I got to rephrase that though. I got to rephrase that though. People like Buddy Hepburn out there really support the A's and all, and they've tried and stuff like that. But it's that the team doesn't support the city and the fans because it's like,
Well,
let's go get our better. Let's go
well,
take our money and get the best deal we can.
you and Buddy can correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean they Oakland always supported the A's more than they supported the Raiders. I mean the Raiders bounce back and forth between cities all the time.
Yeah, but I think a lot of it's greedy amateur owners that want the taxpayers to pay for everything.
Ah,
Even the Raiders owner who's already moved to Las Vegas is like hated the A's owner, and it's like he claimed that the reason why they're not in Oakland was because they could not get the stadium renovations because
mm,
the A's controlled all of it and didn't want to give up or things like that. So they the A's basically it put them in a situation where the football team felt like it had to move. So
mm.
let's see. Let's see. Max Ransom says, if you count to zero, then they'll make you number one. If you can be a hero and have yourself a lot of fun. Flash Gordon too. And, but he said they're playing Detroit, so they have a good chance to win. They won tonight, yesterday. Now, yes, buddy, we got 6 people with us now. Can you believe that? At 3:30 in the morning, folks. But hey, we're going to be just chasing squirrels tonight. Some random topics where they come up. Um, we already touched on Buck Rogers, and let's see. Oh gosh, it's like yeah, there will be at least 4 people. So,
At least more people. That's
oh
funny.
man.
Well,
And
I mean
Buddy says the
the thing
Raiders
about
ruined the stadium that the Mount Davis garbage that removed the bleachers. Yeah, I think the truth is in there somewhere with all of them. And hello, Rosalind Hart. Good to see you tonight or this
Oh,
morning or
what a
whatever you
great
call it.
name. Rosalind Hart. That's
Uh,
a great name. That belongs in a screenplay. I love that.
yes.
I mean, Max understands and you understand how I am about comic books. So I'm like massively
Hmm.
about a cool name. And ooh, that's a cool name. I like that.
All
Rosalind Hart.
right.
Yeah. Let's illustrate that one.
Okay. Well, you're the illustrator. I'm the bean counter that likes to talk, which is kind of an
Mhm.
oxymoron, but
You're more than a bean
I'm
counter, bro. You're more
no
than a bean
good,
counter, much
good.
more.
I know. I'm the wannabe accountant comedian. My goal is well, to pave the way for all accountants out there that we're funny and underappreciated. So, oh my gosh. Yes, and of course the money. All these owners, they want. Yeah, I know about the A's owners, but see, all the teams owners, all the sports. You got other franchises that are in the process of moving. Basically for what they can get out of it. And one of the things that they're doing is these big trends about having basically a hotel, apartments, all these
Mm.
shops down by the stadium, like all incorporated in this like one stop look.
Oh.
And I'm like, why? Why? Just build a damn stadium where people can park and go to a damn game. That's kind of what happened last week. I ended up I did not listen to the missus. Uh,
There's a
was
danger in that.
mm,
Always listen to the
Yeah,
missus.
I know. I went too far down the other side of the street, and you know got almost got more than I bargained for with tailgating in a gas station parking lot. It was just hilarious. It was like she's like, "You sure you want to do this?" And I'm like, "At this point, I'm going to embrace it." Well, this place had a lot many had many more drink machines, and
Oh
stuff.
wow. Okay.
I mean, the different flavors. The other one was just a small gas station where I'd be lucky to have Diet Coke. Well,
Lucky to have Diet Coke.
yeah, just it's like I've learned how to tolerate Diet Coke, but I don't want to get it if I have to.
Yeah.
I like to get Diet Dr Pepper or stuff like that. So that type thing. I don't know. My phone died, but no, MX go there to party.
That's hilarious.
Someone's going to end up down by the river. Hey, oh
That's a
my
great
gosh,
reference, Max. That's a great reference. Love
uh,
that, Max.
it's
Oh, dearie me.
I know it's way too crazy.
Oh, come on. I
Yeah,
mean, let's be honest. If anyone can bring an SNL reference into a squirrel stream, it's gonna be Max, and he knows
yeah,
exactly what I mean.
yeah. That's what we're trying to do. Is we're just chasing squirrels. We'll see where we end up getting to with this
And the
and
bigger the tree,
everything
the
else.
better. The bigger the tree, the better, because the bigger the tree, the more squirrels there are.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the bigger the nuts, but
Hey, that's
well,
your joke,
what?
not mine.
Uh,
I'm the sidekick, bro. That's your joke, not mine.
Oh gosh, that one mirror Muslim uncle. Oh my gosh, I can't believe. Oh my, wow, we're learning. I'm learning a new side of your Muslim uncle tonight. It wasn't the show he was looking for. Yeah. Oh man, I tell you what. Some places you go, you'll get more than you bargain for in some of these shows that you will get. Oh my goodness. So hey, we've hit baseball, hockey, Buck Rogers all in the span of less than 20 minutes.
Yep.
It's like, and then
Squirreling.
squirreling, which is what we're doing tonight, which means we would probably party hard, chat really quickly, and maybe fall out, collapse.
Mm, true. But I mean, this goes down to what Muslim Uncle says,
Yeah,
and I'm going to paraphrase this is not the show you were looking for. These are not the droids you were looking for. This is not the squirreling you were looking for. Well, may the force be with you. And that's all we need to say. Just roll with the force. Go with the force.
exactly. So it's Yes, exactly. What we doing here? So we've got four people with us. I love the counter. It like goes from 4 to 6 to 8. It's like all over the place. It's like that scene in Airplane where the he's at 2,000 feet, no 500, 10,000 feet, 3,000 feet. My God, what an asshole! It's like he's all over the place. It's like, yeah, that's what we enjoy. That we need to talk about a movie like that sometime. We got to have our strategy meeting again to talk about some movies we need to
Oh
have.
yeah, we have to do
Uh,
that.
there's some like, what are some of the good movies? I mean, like one of the ones that I would love to spend time to. Um, uh,
Dis- discuss.
the one of the movies I'd love to spend some time on, and I think I talked to Daisy about it too, was The Running Man. You know,
Okay, you mean the Schwarzenegger one?
the Schwarzenegger. Was
Oh, I
there
love
another
that
one?
movie. I love that. Yeah, no,
Was there
no, no, no.
another? Okay.
There
Yeah.
was a remake, I think, but I love the original one with Schwarzenegger. I think it's hilarious.
Did
And
they
there's a guy who
remake it
actually,
since then?
yeah, but I think there. I mean,
Really?
look, they remade Total Recall. So I mean, I just don't. I only look at the classic stuff for the
I
most
mean,
part.
how do you
There are some remakes
how
that
do
are
you
accepted.
redo a Schwarzenegger movie that actually goes out of its way to try to be a comedy? You know, I mean, the
Well,
greatest lines and "Hey, Prismatics, good to see
hello,
you tonight or this
hello,
morning or whatever it
Prismatics.
is."
I
So,
mean, I mean, Total Recall remake was perfectly fine. It was more
what's
than
a good movie
adequate.
that is on or coming out in 4K like The Running Man?
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
oh,
I
by the
mean,
way, let me say hi to Daisy real quick. Daisy's here in our
hello,
chat.
Daisy. Hello,
I
great to
speak my
see
name and I
you.
appear. Yes. Oh, that's
Oh,
too
fantastic.
cool. Absolutely. Hope Binks is doing good tonight. Max Redstone said there's a remake of The Running Man. It's called The Hunger Games.
Oh, don't get me
Yes.
started on that one, Max. That just annoys the hell out of me.
No.
That annoys the hell out of me. But
Like The Running Man was classic, and like I said, I
mm,
think I talked to Daisy about this before, and
mm.
like talked with you. That's a movie I'd like to spend some time to talk about, and not tonight because tonight we're
Oh yeah, no,
squirreling
no,
it,
no, no,
and
no.
it's just, but we can hit a few little high points of it or something. But it had all the classics of the Schwarzenegger that the bad jokes, the punchy lines. I
Mm.
don't do requests,
I I
and
don't think
things
they
like
were
that.
bad jokes. I think they were I think they were jokes of their time. I don't think they
Yeah.
were bad jokes. I still
Uh,
laugh at them, I'll
no,
be
no, I
honest.
don't say bad. I love corny jokes. The
Mm.
cornier, the better.
Okay, so
Like
let's say
here,
corny, not bad.
like Killian. I'll be back. Killian,
Mm.
only in a rerun. Things like
Right,
that. I love
right.
those type of lines though. That's why I love Airplane and movies like that too, and stuff like that. But yeah, the you had him. You had Richard Dawson, which
I
it's
love
like
Richard
Richard.
Dawson.
I do too, but I don't know whatever happened to him because it's like he did Family Feud, then he got out of it, then you see him this one movie, then he just like disappeared forever, and then he
Oh, I
finally
mean,
passed away.
he was to be honest, he was older than he looked.
Yeah.
And he'd gone through Hogan's Heroes, which is where most of people of our generation know him from.
Hmm.
And he had done numerous things after that. So, I mean, the body gives out.
Hmm.
We can let the man just gently move into that sunset, if you know
Hmm.
what I mean. Move
Well, it's
into
like in
that sunset.
sports. Sometimes with sports contestants, sports do not they stay on too long that they don't know when to go away. Sometimes that they you know the, yeah they take too long to go away. They stay beyond their
Fair enough.
prime, and you see them on the back. You know what I mean?
I do. I do.
Yeah, and
We
that's
have
kind
that
of
in
thing.
Australia too. We have
Yeah,
that in
it's
Australia too.
there's time. But did you know? Did you know? I'm trying to make sure I got the
But
right
there
article.
are
I want to
people
make
who should have never gone away before their time. And like for example, I
yes,
love Clobby's
yes.
I love his impersonation of this individual, and Steve Mitchum does not agree with me at all. We will fight this, Steve Mitchum and I, otherwise
Yes.
known as Thor, for the rest of our days until we're in rocking chairs. But I like Clobby's rendition of Howard Cosell. I like
Yeah,
it,
I
and
do.
I'm not going to back down.
Yep. Have you seen any Gladiator movies, Rusty?
Now, here's some
Joe,
actual real
Joe,
questions since we're
Joey,
squirreling. Since we're
Joey,
squirreling,
yeah, yeah, go ahead.
have you, Dad Man, ever seen any of the 1960s Italian gladiator movies? Have you seen
No, I
any of those?
haven't. That's not a Spartacus one, right? That's
No,
that
that's
the
not a
Tony
Spartacus one.
Curtis and Kirk Douglas
Oh no,
on
that's
that one.
Hollywood. That's
Yeah.
Hollywood. That's
No,
not.
no, I haven't. Do you like have you seen movies about a Turkish prison? God, or it's just oh my
Oh,
God, Captain Over, Captain Over.
I guarantee you, Max Redstone has seen at least sword and sandal films from
Yeah.
Italy.
Hey,
I
look at this,
guarantee it.
Running Man, Hunger Games, the musical.
Oh, I paid. No, I could do that. I could do that. I could work
By
with
the
that.
way, though, before I forget, we got 8 people here. Make sure you smash that like button.
8.
Make sure 8. Make sure you're still subscribed, and make sure you get the notifications because weird
That's
things
pretty
happen.
good.
It's very good at 3:59, almost 4 o'clock in the morning. Hey, I don't have to work tomorrow. That's the thing. But I want to jump on something real quick. Let me hit your Muslim uncle comment, and then I'm going to bring something. Since I love Richard Dawson, and really, Family Feud was never,
Mm,
never, never, ever the same in any generation without him there. But
mm.
your Muslim uncle said, I actually like when actors keep going. They become the societal cultural fixtures, and even if it's a type of role changes, we get to see them and say goodbye. And that's
Well
fair.
said. Well
That is
said.
fair. That is a fair point. It's just in some cases when it may be more my analogies to the sports side of it, but there are times when
Yeah.
you see that it's time to go, and you want to remember the good things and with where they were. So, oh yeah, he was great on Match Game.
Yes, he
Exactly.
was. And
Yeah,
that was before Family Feud and Survey says.
exactly. Well, I didn't know, and I'm going to scroll back to this comment.
Yeah.
Meg said, if you've seen Airplane, can't highly recommend seeing Kentucky Fried Movie. It's a direct
Wonderful
prequel.
film.
It's a direct prequel, though.
Well, I mean, I understand what Max is saying.
Uh huh.
It doesn't have canon, but basically, with what Max, correct me if I'm wrong, Max, but without Kentucky Fried Movie, you would not have had Airplane in regards to the type of humor that was being presented in Kentucky Fried Movie. So I think that's what Max is saying, and if that is the
Okay.
case, I would 100% agree.
No. All right. Well, let's squirrel our way back to Richard Dawson because we know about Family Feud.
Yes.
He's a match game. But did you know he was married twice?
Oh, yes, I did.
Do you
But I
know the
respected it.
significance about the second marriage?
Nope.
Well, his first wife was Diana Dors, and by the way, we have 9 people, folks. I
I
can't
love
believe. I
Diana
mean,
Dors.
yeah. Well, he was married to her. She'd been married once before until her previous husband passed away. But um, who was Richard Dawson's second wife? Uh, you don't know? Okay. If
No.
Max said it is in Canada, you will get all the jokes. So,
Mm.
oh yeah, and you love Val Kilmer and Maverick for this reason.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to read from this article, Yahoo Entertainment, and it's from July of this year. I know about this because somehow I put two and two together, and Dadman's idiosyncrasies had him Googling and doing certain research and found it on YouTube before because there's a video out there. Max Redstone, stop blowing my punchlines. Gretchen Johnson. But do you know what's significant about Gretchen Johnson?
No, tell me.
Who was Richard Dawson's second wife, Gretchen Johnson? Dawson became the host of Family Feud in 1976 and appeared on more than 2,300 episodes of the series.
Mm.
Now, remember, I have verified this independently before this tonight. I know this article to be true. He met Johnson, his second wife, when she was a contestant on the show in 1981.
Ooh, that's kind of like game
The,
show incest.
the Hogan's Heroes actor was smitten right from the first moment he saw her. And
I bet she was younger.
she was a lot younger, and he was younger then too. But yeah, it was like crazy. So after her appearance in 1981, he called her, asked her out on a date, and they moved in together. Author David Baber told Closer, which was this article. They lived together for several years, got married in 1991, and had a daughter, Shannon. So he'd spent all those years just being a family man.
Mm.
And it's kind of cool. Like
I
I said,
respect
where did he
that.
go? Where did he disappear? And it's kind of cool, that he after all the Running Man and all this stuff, it's funny how we went from Running Man to this now, but
Yeah, it
it
is.
came up. So they became grandparents to four grandkids and enjoyed spending time with their blended family. They were married up until
Oh.
his death on June 2nd, 2012, from complications of esophageal cancer.
Mm. Well,
Um,
he did smoke way too
yeah,
much.
he
I'm an
smoked and kissed a
ex-smoker.
hell of a
I'm an
lot of women,
ex-smoker.
so he was.
Well, I mean, oh, dude,
By
I
the way,
saw so many episodes of that here when it was rerun in
hi
Australia.
West Cagle.
And the thing is, yes, I mean, he used to smooch every attractive woman on that
Hmm.
show, every attractive contestant. He must have smooched 1,000 women who he was not even dating, and
Yeah,
God bless him.
dude, and they went up expecting it. They're trashing
Yeah,
their
they do.
husbands and boyfriends right there on the channel. Like, hey, forget this guy. I want the kiss from the host. But I
Oh,
mean, one contestant apparently got not only a kiss, but ended up getting a husband out of it. So
got a
yeah,
husband out of it. That's
I mean
great.
that
That's great.
that's kind of freaked me out when I first heard about it. But I've gotten used to it. But did you have any idea about? I guess you said you didn't. But anybody in the chat, did y'all have an idea about that? But
Right. Let them answer. I'll be right back. I'm going to
yeah,
pause and I'll be
all
back.
right. I'll hit the chat again real quick. So yeah, Gretchen Johnson. No, Ed, I do not. That's the weird stuff. And again, hello, Wes Cagle. Good to see you. A fistful of yen from Kentucky Fried Movie was hysterical. Best part of the film. Max sent him to Detroit. All right. Yes, Top Secret was another great Val Kilmer film. That was definitely a good one. Back in the heart of all the spoof movies that we had going, Airplane and the like and all that stuff. So, yeah. So, yeah, in one hand you got Richard Dawson, and then you got Louis Anderson. Well, oh, and then you got Steve Harvey. Oh my gosh, don't forget him now. That's definitely an interesting one with that. But hopefully you enjoyed that article with that real quick and understanding, learning something tonight, because that is just one of those things that, um, you know, that just it was really really cool. That really really interesting to learn little things like that.
Hmm.
So I just
Oh, Max brought up Louis
yes,
Anderson.
exactly. He's saying yeah, he said
I got to
yeah,
say I got to
yeah,
see Louis Anderson live in Las Vegas, and he was doing his routine, and Louis Anderson said, "What do you people want me to say?" And I raised my hand and I said, "Morphine drip," which was like his earliest stuff, and he had to
mm-hmm,
repeat it so many times. He just threw his hands down. He said, I'm not doing
yeah,
morphine drip. I'm not doing that.
yeah,
Let's change the subject. Who has a birthday today? And I raised my hand. He's like, "Oh, you're lying," because I just asked for morphine grip. I said, "I can
yeah,
show you my ID." And he said, "All right, you come down to the stage and show me your ID. And if your birthday is today, I will give you the champagne that this hotel in Las Vegas gave me." So I ran down to the stage back when my legs would work. And
mm-hmm.
he's like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, folks, he's not lying." And so he had people bring me his champagne bottle. It was one of those big buggers, like
Mm-hmm,
2 feet tall. Those
yeah,
big champagne ones. Like I barely carry it back to my hotel room. But Louis Anderson was immense. He was a great guy. If he said something
mm-hmm,
on stage, he backed it up, and he was funny as hell that night. He was funny
yeah,
as hell. I love Louis Anderson. Oh,
yeah.
God
No,
rest his soul.
no. See, I don't know that he worked. At least for me, he did not work. At least for me, he did not work for the the uh, Family Feud, and really
No,
nobody else
yeah.
really worked for Family.
He
Dawson
seemed
was
too
so
tired.
Dawson was just so damn good at it that I don't think
Mm.
anybody could have replaced him in that role. It'd be like
Smooth
like they
as
said, Match
glass.
Game. Like Buddy had
Mm.
mentioned, Match Game, which is amazing. A youngster knows that thing. It's a great game show back then. But Gene
Yes, I love
Rayburn
it.
could not be replaced. I mean, yeah, I mean, what we get, Hollywood's reboots. What do? We reboot all these games. Let's have match game, and we got uh the blasphemy of Colonel Doolittle Baldwin playing clown fling playing clown playing bow blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm screwing his name up on purpose because I don't want to utter the words. Friggin' it bastardized the memory of Jimmy Doolittle. I'm sorry. I mean,
I
for all
hear
the
you.
shit he does and stuff, it's like to for a real war hero to played by that ass clown, and it just like so yeah. I guess I'm a little
Well, I
too
mean, the
unfiltered
old
tonight.
guys go.
But the whole thing is, is like the point is these people that came before a lot of these roles laid
Yeah.
such a groundwork. You could not. It's just a cheap knockoff of what it is. You can't recreate that connection with the audience. You can't uh, recreate those connections with the contestants. You can't that genuineness that with the early dates, and we've seen a lot with our movies, our animation, and
Right.
other stuff. Is that what you can repeat the same things down the road, but it doesn't have the same effect.
Well,
You're
Dawson, because of his life and what he'd lived through, just like a bunch of the writers that we love in science fiction and the actors we love in science fiction and all the other genres,
mm-hmm,
he was smooth because he'd been through it, right? He'd
mm-hmm,
been through it all. And if you've been through it, if you've had some hardship, etc., and then you get a shot and you get to do something on television, you
mm-hmm,
can be smooth. I mean, Dawson, just the way he would saunter across the stage and he'd talk to these people on either side
yeah,
of the game show, he was as smooth as
mm-hmm,
glass. I love that. I like a
yeah,
person that can be smooth. Going back to hockey, as
yeah.
ice that has been hit by a hot sunlight by 9 a.m. in the morning and it's
Well,
slick, and
you keep
Dawson
talking
was
about
slick.
you keep talking ice. Your Muslim uncle's going to want us to do hockey now. So I'm
I
ready. I'm
can't do
ready.
ice. I
I,
can't
I
do hockey, but I can do
well,
ice.
we will get there.
I
But
know
you know
ice.
what? It was Ray Combs, West Cagle. What you said, Ray
Mm.
Combs was the one that was in that situation. And Buddy is like, yeah, Buzzer, Game Show Network. It's always on. And you know what? It's so fun to watch these games. You know,
It is. And
and
that's something that people talk bad about Nickelodeon, but one thing Nickelodeon did was they showed all of these game shows again and they presented them to different countries, like the one I'm in now, Australia.
mhm,
And you got to watch all these game shows again. Even if you didn't have the internet, you could watch them on normal television back in 2009, etc. They've been on late night here in Australia. And so we could watch Match Game. We could watch Family Feud. We could watch
mhm.
what was it? You can correct me or Max can correct me or anyone on the chat can correct me. Was it $25,000 pyramid?
Yeah, yeah. Then
Great show.
I think there's also 50,000 or 100,000. They had
Mm.
like different variations with I think the top prize changed, and so they just retitled the show depending on what the
Was
prize was.
another great one. I don't know if you ever watched it, and I sure as hell don't want you and the missus watching it now. But wasn't there one called the Newlywed Game? Where you would have
Yes,
people who have been
yes,
married for
yes,
just a year and they'd
yes.
come on and they'd all try to guess each other's replies to a question.
I've got a story for you for that though. Your Muslim uncle talked about favorite World War II show, Combat. I remember seeing about Combat, but I have not watched that. I've seen that. He was responding that Dawson was great in Hogan's Heroes. So
Mm.
oh with Mark. No, the guy can't stand to be dirty either. So it's like, how can you do that? Jeez. Now we
I
know.
think Max is just testing you right
I know
now. I
he's.
think that's what he's
I
doing.
know that's
He's a
okay.
naughty
We can do it.
boy.
But the whole thing. Get back to with Dawson and back with the Running Man. It just had so many great classic. It was great period movie. Where you had all the spoofs. You had the airplane. You had. I
Mm.
think it preceded Naked Gun by a few years, but you had Top Secret. Somebody had mentioned also. It was just kind of one of those goofy, irreverent movies, but it also had a plot. It took itself seriously to some degree. And then, of course, you got all the cameos. You got Jesse the Body Ventura. I'm Captain Freedom. It's like like
Hold on.
just
Wait. Hold on. I mean, Jesse and Predator. I mean, come on.
yeah. I do,
I
and
love Jesse and
Max
Predator.
Redstone. I do agree with that. Black Sheep Squadron. we got
Great
to
show.
come. We got to have one of the strategy sessions because these people talking all about 70s shows and horror
Mm,
shows. We could do definitely different streams on some of these together, and
mm.
because I'd like to have one talking about the old TV show Emergency.
Yeah,
Because
I talked to you about this a while ago. I
yeah,
haven't seen enough episodes of that, but I might have to rewatch it.
yeah.
I mean, it's just like like I said to you. Oh, I've watched every episode of NCIS, and you're
Yeah.
like, I'm not
Look,
sure.
look at he's really trolling now. All the hearts and the red sign. Maria Conchita Alonso. Yes, she's
Oh,
awesome. I
Max,
love.
you have revealed a hidden talent. You are an emoji whore. I
Yes, he
love
is.
that. I
He
love that,
is.
Max. You're an
Uh
emoji Conchita,
yeah.
Max. I love that.
So,
Cartman is going to come after you now.
Cartman, yeah. So with the Running Man, it's like it was just like such a good movie. I just it was stupid. It was, but it had great
But
corny punchlines and just Captain Freedom, and then you had Dynamo and all
oh,
those guys, and
Dynamo.
yeah, uh, here is Sub Zero now playing Zero. That
you
is the
know,
dumbest line I think I've ever heard in a movie because I mean, okay, Sub Zero now plane zero.
mm,
I'm like, what the hell does that mean? I mean, how do you have plane zero? Was he? What did you call him? Just call him a plain donut.
plain
It's like,
donut.
yes, but he likes
I can't eat a
McHale's
plain
Navy.
donut. I can't eat a plain donut.
No,
I
you gotta
actually
get.
have to make my own chocolate frosting if somebody gives me a plain donut.
I don't blame you. You gotta have something with it,
Mm.
chocolate. So, but folks, I hope that uh I just just yeah, it's just one of those great movies that I hope we can spend some more time really ripping it apart a bit because it's great first time with the humor, the satire, the
Mm.
corny jokes, and I think honestly it's before Schwarzenegger took himself too seriously because it embraced it and embraced the corny lines, but now we get Expendables 255, we get Terminator Terminator Wet Turd. You get all these movies. It's like, why do you keep making this stuff? It's
That is hilarious. I mean, the Expendables movie, I'll be honest, I've seen three of them. Okay. None of them entertain me as much as the 1980s Running Man. None of them. None of them. I love the secondary characters in the Running Man. I love the costumes. I love the setup. I love the dialogue. I love the rhythm and the pacing of it. I mean, it's
yeah,
everything.
like this one, like Gilligan's Island. Yeah, duh, yeah, the one with the boat. I remember that line too. Now Dawson delivered that one.
Yes.
Because it also made fun of a lot of the old history, which was, at the time not that far in the past, but in this future
Right.
society was way, way in the past. And I tell you what, I mean, we kind of touched on those issues like I did with Daisy Blossom with Demolition Man, of how you had this futuristic movie referencing the past that was not that far behind, and actually in that case was right at the same time.
Mm.
But it just some great things for that. But I I did like Richard Dawson's, and see probably why he did disappear. Starting a family at that age, that became the focus. That's good to see.
Mm.
But he was so good in everything that he did, and who doesn't want to be the guy that gets kissed by all the ladies? So I just
Are
love it when the ladies are like,
you
"Hey,
talking about Schwarzenegger or Dawson?
Dawson." The other one is too scary to even think about. At least Dawson made it look good. Dawson put some style and pizzazz on it. So
He wore a suit beautifully. He wore a
yes,
suit beautifully.
get me
Uh,
the president's agent. We need to do something. Yeah, we come up with all the greatest lines out of the movie. You could here have a light.
You'll have a light.
And Buddy said the line I just mentioned was a play on Hero to Zero. Yeah, okay,
Mhm.
I got you with that. So, but there's a little bit about Richard Dawson. There's a squirrel issue we talked to tonight about,
Very.
and it's really really cool to see that. Hopefully y'all learned something. Enjoyed that little bit of I don't know, so trivia, but I know
Mm.
there's definition problems about what's a factoid or if factoid's a real thing. Who knows what?
Mm.
Um,
A factoid, but as Max knows, not a factotum. Max
uh-huh.
gets the joke. He gets the joke. Not a
Hmm.
factotum, but a factoid, most assuredly. Oh boy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, um, let's see. Oh, yeah, I know West Kegel.
Oh,
Yeah,
West.
I know. Yeah, there's a lot of things with that. But you know what? In all honesty, it's like that's why you
No
always,
comment.
yeah, yeah, it's why you always just kind of keep people at certain levels. Try not to put somebody on too much of a pedestal because
Hmm.
people will let you down. It will, it's bad enough that I have people let you down in your personal life, but then you got actors, actresses, famous celebrities. Where in the sports world, it happened years ago with old Chuck Barkley. He's like, I'm not a role model. I was like, teach your own kids. They shouldn't be looking at me things like that. And there is some truth in it. It's kind of sad in one way because you do want to have those icons. You do want to have those things that are there to represent the institutions and to give kids and youngsters something to look at to emulate that may not have something. But then again, at the end of the day, they are individuals. They are people. And you don't want
Hmm.
to you know put your faith in something that's fleeting or that may turn on you because you never know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's all very very fickle. But yeah, just I'm looking for a couple things. So we got tomorrow afternoon, probably at 6 o'clock, unless I decide to go early because there's a lot of big football action today, and there's NFL tomorrow. Look for a football stream tomorrow. May end up doing a Fortnite stream at some point, I think, because I gotta get another one or two of those in just to see, just to fit it in, and have not done so much Fortnite lately, which is I hope to do some more, but I don't know. When I get some crazy Australian saying, "Hey, let's go ahead and just go live," I'm like, "Sure." Twist my arm.
Why
I
not?
know how they. I gotta give you a hard time all the time because I
There
like
are
you.
squirrels in the trees. We must chase them.
Yes, exactly. If you have nuts, we will chase them. If we can find nuts, we will chase them. So, oh, that's too funny. Oh my goodness. So, all right. All right, here we go. All right, let me see if I can find another cool article or new things to talk
Uh-oh,
about here.
articles.
Uh,
Articles. Oh no.
oh, you want to do funny? Let me see if I can find some funny news, and we'll do it real quick. Do a couple. Uh, let's see. I'll try to figure out what we can do. So we got several. Oh my goodness! We stayed out long enough. The bear woke up. Hello,
The
hello, Snorter
bear.
Poopus.
The
Hello, humans and
bear.
other critters. Good to see you, Snorter
Snorky.
Poopus. Yeah. So, oh my goodness, this is too funny.
Time to
We
throw some salmon into the choir.
Yes, exactly. There's some fish out there for the old bear. Appreciate you being here, Snorter Poopus, and all of y'all being here tonight. So, um, oh gosh, let's see. Let's see. I'm just doing a. We talked about. You remember? I'm not going to go. Well, I don't remember so many bear stories out there that it's like
Bear
I don't know which ones.
stories.
I don't know which one Snorter Poopus was here for or not. All right, so let's see. Let's see. Um,
Are we doing this guess the town again?
we can do that. We can do it. I'm just trying to find some. Um, I'm trying to find some articles that might be a little. Wow. Just trying to find a few stories here. Um, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to do this one here. So, all right. All right. I'm going to type 3 states out in the chat. We're going to call this Where in the USA. You ready, Hungry Boy?
I'm ready.
All right. We're going to go. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay. We're going to go North Dakota, South
Hmm.
Dakota, Montana. All right. North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana. All right. You ready?
Oh yeah.
All right. Thief steals former governor's SUV as he hosts a radio show. Thief steals former
Okay.
governor's SUV as he hosts a radio show. Did that happen? North Dakota, South Dakota, or Montana?
I'm gonna go Montana.
Montana. Okay. People in the chat that want to play, what do you think? Which state? Max Redstone says Montana. We'll get a few seconds here to see what people say. Give it a couple more seconds. See, I'm just trying to look at find the next story here to it. It's really, really interesting. This could kind of go anywhere, in that case. All right, so let's go ahead. All right, West Cagle says South Dakota. So, all right, well, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and read this one. We're going to go ahead and cut it off there. So 3, 2, 1. Thief steals former governor's SUV as he hosts a radio show. Former North Dakota Governor Ed Schaefer learned a lesson about his car keys
Oh,
after his vehicle was stolen as he hosted a Fargo radio show.
Fargo.
So, yep. Hosting a news and views program Friday morning when police called the station to ask if he had a Yukon. It turns out the SUV had been stolen out of the station's parking lot. It gets
Oh.
better. You would think this is a Florida story because it turns out the SUV had been stolen out of the station's parking lot. The thief apparently drove it to a probation office and surrendered it to authorities. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Max, don't you say Fargo OGs. Especially, I mean, I got a slight thing for Frances McDormand. Okay, so
I
no.
didn't get that movie. Talking about movies, I did not get that movie. Maybe it was,
Squirreling.
I mean, she was like Canada. It was like, all I
Canada.
remember is, I mean, we're stunning in Canadian Spider Man.
I
We're just,
loved it. I loved it from start to finish because I have a big thing about character actors and actresses. And that it was like there was no lead actor or actress in that film. It was just one big ensemble cast, and Frances McDormand just happened to have a little bit more screen time than everybody else. But it was amazing that film, even though it's not my favorite genre at all.
yeah,
But oh, I did love Fargo. I mean, the
yeah,
TV series can go to hell, but
yeah.
the movie is fantastic.
All right. I'm going
Hello,
to,
Lisa.
oh, hey,
Hello.
well, hey, look at you. Hey, good to see you,
We did
Lisa.
something right because she should be
Yeah.
in bed.
How can
Lisa,
she?
you should be
She's
in
got two
bed.
stunning guys like us up entertaining at the wee hours of the morning.
We're
Don't go to
keeping
bed
Lisa
yet.
up. We're
Yeah.
bad
Oh,
people. We're
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, we are. She loves us. You know that. So,
And I mean, Lisa's got one of the most delicious accents ever. I mean,
and
sometimes, oh,
right there, Lisa, I was waiting for you because Snortopoopas needs his mushrooms. So,
mm.
ah, let's see. All right. Let me do
Max,
something.
do not talk about the banality of evil. We
Oh,
both know
gosh.
why we should not talk about that, Max.
Uh-oh.
We both know why we should
Oh, my
not
God.
talk
No,
about the
I know you're not
banality of
going to
evil.
bed, Snort. I know you're just waking up. What I thought I said earlier was we got Snortopoopas on the wake up side, so he's ready to go for 10 hours. So, all right. All right. This one I'm going to kind of edit in some ways with the news stories. Okay.
Okay.
So
All
Lisa's
right.
here just in time to be wrong again. Although I think she
Yay!
last time did good. So,
I was
all
wrong
right.
before Lisa was.
All right. Well, I'm going to edit this only because I don't know what the YouTube overlords and things like and all when you talk about
Oh,
certain things.
yeah,
I'm not
I
quite as
know.
wild as some other streamers are with
I
it, but
know.
I'm going to give y'all before I give you the story. Here's the states: New York, California, Colorado.
Oh, I like this one. This is a South Park triple play. All right.
All right. All right. Like Snoop Dogg's living room, smell of pot. Well, I just blew the censorship, but anyway, oh well, hell
Oh,
with it.
well.
Wafts over the tennis court. Oh, good night,
Okay,
your
tennis
Muslim
court.
uncle. Hey, good to
Good
see
night,
you
your Muslim
tonight.
uncle.
Thanks for
Thank you so
coming
much for
by.
being here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you very
Exactly. Well,
much.
if he's just going to bed, dang, it's morning for him. All right. Well, good
Mm,
night. Thanks for coming and hanging out so long.
mm,
So, like Snoop Dogg's living room, smell of the wacky weed wafts over tennis court.
mm.
Is this California, Colorado, or New York?
Can you give me a hint? Was there a complaint about the smell?
Let's see. Yes, there was a complaint.
Okay, I'm going to go for California then.
Okay. Wes Cagle says California. Snort says California. Buddy says New York.
Mm.
Hey, Jess is here. Jess, where have you been? Good to see
Hello,
you.
Jess. Hello.
Good to see you. California isn't illegal there. Say, can we have a house in each state? No, you got to pick one, Lisa. Okay,
Lisa
so
deserves a house in each
yeah,
state. She
exactly.
deserves a house in each state.
I agree. I agree. She's good. Snorter Poopa says, "Oh, Colorado, probably Denver."
Oh, nice
Uh,
guess.
Lisa says New York. Wow.
That
Jess
was
is
my second
lurking.
guess.
Thank you for lurking, Lisa. So, and Max Redstone says, "I say New York because of the complaint." I think Buddy Hepburn knows. I think Buddy Hepburn is one of our smartest, youngest people out here.
Oh,
But he's,
yes. Yes, he
but he's
is.
also probably really, really well read. You
Mm,
ready? Quote, I like Snoop Dogg's living room. Smell of pot wafts over notorious U.S. Open court.
mm.
New York State. The U.S.
Oh.
Open in New York. It's become a stink at the U.S. Open. A pungent smell that wafted over an outer court clouded the concentration of one of the world's top players and left the impression no place left to escape the unofficial scent of the city.
Mm,
Uh, while the exact source remained a mystery, one thing was clear: Court 17, where the 8 seed complained about an overwhelming whiff of the wacky weed during a first round loss, has become notorious among players in recent years for its distinctive, unmistakable odor. Uh,
mm.
so I said, quoted, quote, Court 17 definitely smells like Snoop Dogg's living room. He
Now,
was, yeah.
I hate being wrong, but I
Oh,
love the
here's what he
fact that
says.
the
He
buzz
says,
in the
oh,
chat was
here's,
right.
but here's what he says. Oh my God, it's everywhere. The whole court smells like the wacky weed. It's not
How
even.
much does one man smoke to mess up an entire tennis court? How
Well,
much do
maybe.
you have to smoke? Oh my god! I
Uh,
mean, I have had hippie
yes.
friends, and dude, you know,
If Jess, if you can send me the link, send me the link. At least I'll find a way to bring it up and keep you out of it. Okay.
mm,
But go ahead. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
all I'm saying is the man must have smoked a ton. He
Yeah.
must have smoked a ton because a tennis court is a very large area, and for people to smell it past the tennis court, why? What was he doing? How much was he doing? This makes no
I
sense.
think it's probably a bunch of people. It sounds like it's not just one person doing that. Um,
Oh, right, like his congregation, so to speak.
yeah, the whole bunch of people.
Oh,
They may be somewhere on the side of the court
mm,
doing stuff like that. So, but
oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'm just going. So, but yeah, that is just too funny. Yeah, it's funny how that happens. It's just
Mm,
apparently there's a an odor on one of the courts in a
an
national
odor.
tournament. That's what's crazy. So,
Well,
but yeah,
luckily in
that's
the 25th century, when Wilma Deering is having her way, none of us will have to worry about
Wilma Deering's having her way with us, huh? What?
That's better.
Yes.
25th century. Nobody will need to smoke pot anymore. Nobody will need to drink anymore. Although there are cocktails in the Buck Rogers show. We have seen cocktails in the Buck Rogers show. So, but
Mm,
oh man, just a side joke, a squirrel joke. Oh,
exactly. Since we're chasing squirrels tonight, folks, we got 6 of y'all watching us. Thank you for being here. So we appreciate that. We just decided to go live chasing squirrels. Let me see.
mm.
Let me see what. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one.
Oh.
This is a good one. Hold on. Let's see as long as I can get the ad blocker off.
Ad blocker.
Here, I'm gonna have to do something. Let me see if I can find it off of a different source. This is a good one. Yeah. So, so we'll do this. I know Lisa's probably laughing like, "Dad, man, you're multitasking." Yes, I am multitasking. I have to. So anyway, oh, good article. All right. Okay. Let me see. Dang it, this one doesn't have a picture though. So let me see if I can find one with the picture. Just give me 1 second. So, oh my god, oh my god. Sorry. Oh my god. See, the problem is one has a video, one has a narrative to it. So I'm just trying to find the right one I want to use here. So,
Mm.
yeah. Oh god, we got the. What is the heck is that?
I can't even see that.
Is
My
that an
eyes are
ant?
so old.
Is that an
Oh
ant?
no, it's
A
a
little army
bumble.
man?
It's a
A
bumble. It's a
bumble. Oh, a
bumble.
bumble. Okay. All right.
Mistress of the
So
bumble. Oh no, it's
just
a
roasting
squirrel.
their nuts.
No, it's a squirrel. Sorry, it's a squirrel.
Oh, a squirrel.
But
Okay.
but Lisa is the mistress of the bumbles.
Exactly. Roasting these nuts. Yes. Okay. I'm trying to get this real quick. Let's see where we go with this.
Poor little squirrel.
All right. I think if let's see. Why does not bring up the whole article? Why is it only? Why is it only it's only bringing up a little part of it? Because what Jess had, I was I was having some issues with what it was
Oh, it's a
doing.
chipmunk.
The
Oh,
chipmunk. Oh, an
chipmunks are cute.
emergency. Well, chipmunks are close enough, probably.
Mm.
So
Chipmunks are cute.
yeah, we like chipmunks. All right, here we go. This I found a good source where I can do it completely independently. All right, so let's go here. Of course, Jess can't participate in this one because she knows the answer. All right,
Oh.
so all right. Oh, okay, so we're going to go Florida, Georgia. Ooh, I'm going to do. I'm going to try this a little bit differently. I'm going to do Florida, Georgia, and other. Okay. So Florida, Georgia, or other. We're going to make it a little more difficult, challenging a little bit this case. So this either happened in Florida, happened in Georgia, or could have happened in any other state. Understand that?
Oh, I get it.
All
I
right.
get
All
it.
right.
Just like I get Snorty's joke. That's a good joke. Especially here,
Are you the
Snorty.
fish fryer? No, I'm the chipmunk. Ah, there you go.
That's a good
All right.
joke
Are we
there, man.
ready? Are we ready to play this one?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Illinois. Oh, fuck. I just blew it. Fuck it. Sorry.
Lisa.
Never mind. I just blew the whole story. So hey, Jess, thank you for sending it in, but I just blew the story right there. Here, we're just gonna bring the article up at this point. At least I didn't call you. At least I didn't call you hungry yet. You know.
Ah!
Dear God. I mean, next thing
But
I
you might
call,
call me Jess before the night is through.
I might call Lisa Jess or Jess Lisa, or I might call Snortopoopas Mark or somebody. But hey. All right, I will do it. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yes, Lisa, thank you for the reminder. Whoopsie.
Lisa.
Dadman shows, hey, but hey. Illinois man steals bulldozer, backs up over police car. There you
Oh,
go. One of the headlines on one of the others said, "A bulldozer gone wild." So, an Illinois man stole a bulldozer in South suburban Kankakee and drove it around the streets, backing over a squad car when officers tried to stop him. They received a call about 3:15 from an off-duty police officer saying a John Deere bulldozer was spinning around the street near the intersection. When officers responded, the bulldozer was driving south of Schuyler. An officer
I mean,
attempted to stop the bulldozer, but the driver put it in reverse and backed over the front of the officer's car.
oh
Right
God.
there. Oh, good. No one's injured, but the car heavily damaged. You think? Totaled?
I'm I'm feeling a lot better about my own community right now, and you
Well,
have
dude,
no idea
but
about the
it
problems in
gets
my
better.
community.
It gets better though. Everybody freaked out about the slow chase Bronco pursuit of who whatever. These cops chased it for 12 blocks. How fast can a
What?
damn bulldozer go? Yeah, it said police then followed the bulldozer down Scholar for 12 more blocks before a cab window was broken. Officers subdued the driver with a taser.
they
So
they tasted sorry
it
ass.
gets even better though. Max is representing. There you go. Yes, and thank you everybody. Yes, thank you for the reminders. Just don't call them friendly for dinner. Show
Nice
people space
emoji
for
foo,
breakfast.
Max. You,
Exactly.
Grasshopper, you have learned to walk
Killdozer story
across
from
the rice
Australia.
paper.
Ooh,
You have learned
Killdozer. I
to
wonder what
walk.
that is about. But hey, but basically, it gets better. The bulldozer was stolen from a construction site in
Oh,
Bradley,
great.
Illinois, and driven 4.5 miles before stopped.
Oh my God. He did not learn to
Yes.
walk across the rice paper, but Max has learned to walk
Is that the
across the rice paper.
stadium, Jess? Is that you use that name? Is that the new stadium to replace Soldier Field? Right? They must Kmart built Meyer. Okay, okay.
Oh,
A store. Okay, gotcha. So that is love it. Thanks, Jess. Sorry I blew the punchline on it, but hey, or the drama from it, but hey, but hey, it's wonderful stories here we got here. So thank y'all.
mm-hmm.
Uh, it's just a really, really cool thing that we've got right now, and appreciate everybody have y'all together. Thank you for anybody that's lurking. Thank you for everybody that's here. Make sure you comment. Make sure you get the notifications. Hit that like button. We're still going a few more minutes at least. How are you doing, Hungry?
I'm okay.
Okay, cool. It is 4:40 here. I'm doing
Mm.
good. I can sleep in the morning, so you know. Now Monday at work it might be a little bit interesting. So um,
mm.
yeah. So let's see. Let's see. I'm going to figure out one more. Let me ask you this question because we kind of talked about somebody mentioned Killdozer.
Oh yeah,
I'm not sure
Killdozer.
what the story is, but either way, I think of some dumb '80s movies like yeah. Since we're chasing squirrels, like Chopping Mall. You talk about security robots that go crazy. Are
Oh
you
yeah.
familiar with that movie?
Oh yeah.
And of course, they had the two cute chicks in it that really were really something.
Mm. Yeah, and
You
then
know,
I don't know if it was that movie or another one that was basically the same theme, but Tom Selleck was in it. So it might have
hmm.
been Chopping Mall. It might have been the other one. We'd have to have a quick look at
Yeah, it was not
the
Chopping
credits.
Mall because I know he wasn't in that one, so I'm not
Mm.
sure. Yeah,
Chopping Mall
so
was amazing though because it just went ape shit with a totally small budget. And I mean, the idea of these little robots essentially being the serial killers was
mm-hmm,
actually unique. And it's too bad it did not have a budget that was higher at the time.
yeah,
Could have been much more. But
mm-hmm,
I still watched it. I enjoyed it. And
mm-hmm,
thank God for late night cable television in any
yep.
country.
All right. Well, I do have us another story that we can look at.
Okay.
Um, okay, I'll give you the stage after I read the story. The headline. Let me focus on that first. Enough to make your skin crawl. 20 rattlesnakes found inside a homeowner's garage.
Oh, thank you, buddy. It was Runaway. That was the one. Runaway was
Runaway.
with
Oh
Tom Selleck.
yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Dang, he's got a knowledge of stuff. But
He's quick, buddy's
yeah,
quick.
yeah. So enough to make your skin crawl. 20 rattlesnakes found inside a
Ooh.
homeowner's garage. Okay, we're going to go with New Mexico, um, Arizona,
Mm,
Nevada.
close call. Oh, these are close calls.
Yes, we are. And while y'all are thinking, Max Redstone, yes, Night of the Comet. Yeah, had
Not a bad film.
Delaney that the blonde. I remember
Mm,
her uh, very interesting. The blonde in that movie. She was in both of those together. So, and
mm,
I agree, it was a great film. There's so many movies that we can take a look at stuff and all that.
mm.
So, but hey,
Good.
speaking of movies, remember Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Me and the awesomely great Daisy Blossom are talking about
Mm,
the probably to me one of the best of the Indiana Jones movies, the final of the three that count, the Last Crusade. So
the
join
last
us
real
Wednesday
one, yeah.
night. Yeah, the last real one. So make sure you join us. So what was the article title again? Enough to make your skin crawl. 20 rattlesnakes found
Mm.
inside a homeowner's garage. Did that
Okay,
happen? And
I'm gonna be right back, but out of love for the place, because I was there and I live there. I know it's wrong. I know the answer is wrong, but I got to go with New Mexico, and I'll be right back.
okay, all right. Well, let's see. Let's see. Shoot, I keep the check. There you go. New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada are your choices. So we are going to go. Let's see. He said New Mexico. I'm sick of them. Oh, God. Sort of poopus. That's a great tag change of that line. Mother trucking snakes in this garage. So um, thank you, Jess, for the link. Lisa says Arizona. Max says New Mexico. Buddy says Arizona. Jess says Arizona. I don't know what DMK is. So, hey, West Kegel. So we will go ahead. We'll talk to tell you this answer. Enough to make your skin crawl. 20 rattlesnakes found inside a homeowner's garage in Arizona. Mesa, Arizona. An Arizona man called a snake removal company after seeing what he thought were three rattlesnakes lurking in the garage. He was wrong. There were actually 20 snakes, five adult Western diamondback rattlers, and 15 babies. One of the adult snakes was also pregnant. So they basically found the rattlers coiled around the base of a hot water heater during in the cluttered garage. So, oh, DMK, is the license plate? Oh, cool. All right. Well, good to see. Okay. Well, thanks for clarifying that. So, yeah, Night of the Comic was another really cool one. So, um, the snake rescuer said, yeah, there's a lot of snakes. Not gonna lie.
Oh, I'm back.
There's
Where
apparently
was it?
Arizona.
Oh, damn it! I should have guessed that, but I
But
wanted it to
listen,
be New
listen.
Mexico.
They found 25 were Western Diamondbacks, adult ones,
Oh,
15 babies, and one of the adult snakes was pregnant.
wow!
It was
Time
in
to
a cluttered
move.
garage. It's a cluttered garage, though. So
Time to move.
as I understand it too, you need to keep things cleaned out there in the deserts and stuff.
Mm.
Um, oh my God, Night of the Creeps. That's
Night of the
Lucy good.
Creeps is an underrated movie. It's actually a very well
Uh,
constructed, well edited film. I've seen it
mhm.
twice. So yeah. I
Okay.
mean, I'm
Well,
with Buddy here. I'm with
yeah.
Buddy here. This
Well,
maybe
cool.
you might want to maybe consider it for your list later on. Check
All
your
right. Well, we'll
IMDb.
have to do that. Well, Lisa said must have been a family reunion, and Jess said I've been going.
Lisa.
Jess been to Mesa, had family live there. Sort of Poopas, good old, still counts as one. Max Wrestling. That means snakes means breakfast, dinner, and new boots.
Nice, Max.
So another
Nice.
slight Night of the Creeps. We'll have to talk about this another time, but yeah, we'll put that on the list.
It's
Basically,
okay. It's
basically, the Western Diamondbacks have the distinctive triangular-shaped heads found in the
mm,
Southwest. It's less toxic venom than other rattlesnake species, but they still require care. They use tongs to remove them, so um, that's a record at one time.
oh, okay.
Yep. So that's an interesting one. I'm going to do one more of these stories, and then we're going to get back to the other things, okay? Because I don't think we did this one. Thank y'all for playing. Uh, we are going to say um, okay. These, let's see. We're going to go with um, New Mexico, Colorado,
Mm.
Wyoming.
I don't want to choose between these.
Yep. New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming.
Oh.
Wandering bull moose is captured in downtown, moved to habitat in the northern part of the state.
Mm.
So, did that happen in New Mexico, Colorado, or Wyoming?
I don't want it to be New Mexico. I'm going to go with Wyoming.
I wish they'd
Uh,
find a polar bear snortopoopas.
hmm.
Okay. West Cagle saying Colorado. Snortopoopas saying Wyoming. Another
Just
Wyoming.
fingers crossed, not New Mexico. Fingers crossed, not New
Max
Mexico.
says Colorado. Lisa says Colorado. What again? Wandering bull mooses captured in downtown, moved to habitat in the northern part of the state.
Mm.
Did that happen in, let's see, New Mexico, Colorado, or Wyoming?
I mean, with all the animal stuff in South Park, I'm
Yes,
kind of
bull moose.
thinking.
Yes.
I'm
Oh my
kind of
God.
thinking it must be
It wasn't a
Colorado.
moose. It wasn't a moose. It was Liz Cheney. Oh my gosh, son of a bitch.
Hey,
I ca-
Snorty.
I had to show that one. That was creative.
That was funny. Yeah, that was
That was
not
a creative one.
political. That was just humor. That was just
Yes,
humor.
exactly. Oh my gosh. I would, yeah. Not good when you're the only rep in the state. Anyway, never mind. No else. Just I got a lot of funny stuff that could be said about that situation. But
Mm.
so wondering moose, bull moose is captured in downtown, moved to northern part of state. So what say you, hungry boy?
Just for fun, because sometimes you bet on the dark horse. I'm still gonna stick with Wyoming, although I think it's Colorado, but I'm gonna place my money on Wyoming.
All right. Well, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Wandering bull moose is captured in downtown Santa Fe, moved to
No!
habitat in northern New Mexico.
No! Oh, that kills me. Oh, I hate that. I used to live in Santa Fe. Oh, that pisses me off.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a bad feeling it was going to be Santa Fe.
Let's see.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay. Well, let's see. Yes, it says. I'll bring up the picture here real quick
it's
because
a
we can.
beautiful city. It's a really beautiful city. And it's
Hmm,
only a 2 hour drive from skiing, by the way.
uh,
Although the
uh,
best skiing is in Taos.
Lisa's laughing at you, and Buddy's all.
Thank you, Lisa. You understand. I mean, you get an attachment to a place, Lisa. You don't want stupid crap to happen there. You
Well,
know what
this
I
is
mean.
it. This is it. The police department getting them. September 12th. So this just happened. I'm wondering bull moose
Oh,
captured in
dag
downtown
nabbit.
Santa Fe and relocated to suitable habitat. Officers set up a perimeter to protect residents and pedestrians in the park, which is a popular walking area. So
Ah,
authorities said bull moose can be aggressive towards humans and pets, especially during breeding season. The moose was shot sedated with a tranquilizer dart loaded onto a trailer before being evaluated, determined to be in good health. So estimated to be more than 900 pounds. It was 4 to 5 years
wow.
old. So,
Okay, so my
and
response to
they are
this,
protected game animals in New Mexico. So, and there's no open hunting
well,
for
that's
them.
good. But my response is still the same, and it comes from Big Trouble in Little China from Lopan. This is really starting to piss me off.
Well, I tell you
That's
what.
a movie I want to review with you. Big Trouble in Little China.
Okay, I've heard good things about it. I've not seen it, but yeah,
What?
that
What?
I
You've not
haven't.
seen you of all people have not seen Big Trouble in Little
My
China? Oh,
God.
have I got a treat for you?
Listen, I'm telling you, folks, let's get to 500 and we'll figure out a freaking really crazy party to do. Because you know what? I will say, I'm going to be morbid, not morbid. I'm going to be morbid. I'm
Kurt
gonna be
Russell, dude. Kurt Russell. Big Trouble in Little China.
okay. Well,
Kurt Russell.
can I be mushy for a second?
Yes, please.
Okay. Of course, then Lisa would probably yell at me saying, like, "Get on with it. Don't get mushy."
Yeah.
But you guys in the chat are awesome because like
Yes.
Jess is sending me articles and stuff like that. I have people. Buddy sends me stuff from time to time, but Max Redstone himself has sent something that
Yes.
I've got to bring this up. You will be able to tell me a little bit about it. I don't quite get it, but
Oh, okay.
we shall see. I think you guys
Let me
over at
adjust
Trek.
my glasses because my eyes are old. Go ahead.
Okay, let's see. I'm waiting for this thing to let me clip it real quick. So,
Oh, nice one, buddy. Nice one. Nice one, buddy.
all right, going. All right, here we go. All right, I'm gonna bring this up. So I think some of you that y'all will have a laugh if you're probably over at Trek tonight. So I so you'll have to help me understand this one a little bit more.
Uh-oh.
Let me
I got a feeling Max is going to laugh.
well, Max sent it to me.
Oh, Max sent it to you. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So okay, well, here we go. I got everything. Okay, let's see. Let's share this sucker. So here we go.
Sucker.
Get ready.
I'm ready.
Turvets or whatever. It's happening. We're on our way to 100,000 Neelix cookbooks.
Oh, dear God, no, Max. Why did you do that? Max, no. No. No.
You
No,
don't like
Max.
Neelix?
No. No, it's
See?
not that. It's like you just Neelix is just such an annoying. I'm not going to say this in respect to Lisa, but there are things about Neelix where you do not
Yeah.
want him having the menu for the family household. You do not want him cooking for the family household. Okay. Now Max, you're gonna. Oh. Yes. Okay. So Max is pointing out the joke. The thing is, there are so many people who love Star Trek who hate
Yeah.
Neelix, but
Right.
they love to cook. Okay. So since they
Right.
hate Neelix, they do not want to see a Neelix cookbook. They do not want a Neelix recipe at
Okay.
all.
All right. Well, thank you for explaining that to me. I had no clue with that one. But hey,
I mean, honestly, I get the impression Max knows how to cook for himself. Okay. Max, would you use a Neelix recipe for yourself if a lovely lady who you were really courting for the past 2 weeks was coming over for a home cooked meal? Would you use a Neelix recipe yourself under those circumstances? I think the answer is no.
All right.
I rely on scrambled eggs, toast, and Tabasco sauce.
All right. Okay. We'll do this one since we're on Moose now. All right.
Chicken Man, Buddy Hepburn. Chicken Man. Yes, absolutely.
We're going to do Washington,
Okay.
Oregon, and this will be the last story that we do in Alaska. Washington, Oregon, Alaska. Okay, we got that.
Max.
All right.
A man of good taste in more than one way.
Buddy's like, can you smell what the Lisa's cooking? All right.
What a great
all right. All right, we ready? You ready? Moose wanders into movie theater and leaves with Happy Meal.
What? No, that is bullpucky. That has never happened anywhere.
Moose wanders into movie theater and leaves with Happy Meal.
Oh, it's got to be real because you're putting it up and giving us a choice. Okay, so all right. Alaska, we already had the last time we did this. Alaska was like the center of insanity. I'm not going to back Alaska again. Oregon has got some nutbags in it. I'm going Washington. All
right. Let's see. All right. Let's see what the chat. You're going Washington. Let's see. Let's see. Wes Cagle says Oregon. We still got 7 people with us tonight. That's crazy. Good. Buddy says Alaska. Yeah. Jess knows the article. That's where I got it from. Snorted Poopa says Alaska. Max says
Max.
only Alaska. Lisa, you got a guess or an answer if you're still there lurking or here with us chatting.
We got three
So
time zones in this stream right now. I mean, Max, how late is it where you are?
we actually have probably four because I think some of the,
Ooh,
I'm Eastern. I know people in the Central.
wow.
Buddies, I mean, there's Pacific and then wherever you are.
Right.
That's not including anybody else. Lisa, what was the question?
Lisa.
That's okay. No, hey, she's around though. That's what counts.
No, I
Okay.
know. No, I'm not laughing
No,
at Lisa. I'm laughing at us because we got chaotic, and Lisa's like bringing it back into
yeah.
order,
What is? I
which
know.
she
Well, that's
does. I
cool.
like that. Okay. Oh, 158. Is that PM or AM, Max? I think it's AM, right?
That's PM. Yeah. Oh, that's probably. Oh, yeah. He's 3 hours behind me. Yeah.
Mm.
So, oh wow, Lisa's fading. All right.
Oh,
All right.
Lisa,
Well, cool.
no,
Well, we're probably going to wrap
no.
up in a few minutes anyway. But like I said, we like it's like with our Fortnite streams. If we can help put you to sleep, we look at that as an accomplishment on this channel.
Mm,
That means you've had a good time, you've relaxed. We haven't bored you because you obviously are still here, but you've
mm.
actually let yourself be able to go and relax, and that does make me
Wow.
happy. So Moose wanders into movie theater and leaves with Happy Meal. So Lisa, that's the thing. Did that happen? And what are the states? The Washington, Oregon, or Alaska? That's the question.
Mm,
Sorry, next time we won't wake you up, Lisa. We just
yeah.
yeah. So
Mm.
uh Snorri Poopa
Lisa,
said, but what is the question?
you're hurting cats, Lisa. You're hurting cats. You know what I mean.
Gosh. Where did these
Oh,
where
I
did this
love Lisa.
happen? In Washington, Oregon, or Alaska? Moose wanders into movie theater and leaves with a happy meal. So
Oh, I don't want it to be Alaska again.
well
But
let's
my gut's telling me it's Alaska, but I don't want it to be Alaska again. So
yeah.
I
Let's
Oregon or Washington. I'm gonna go Oregon. I'm just
yeah,
throwing it
okay.
out there.
Don't
Okay.
worry. Well, Snorri Poopas, I'm glad you are. I'm sure the female polar bears are happy, but hey, so thank you. I had to play on words. So Lisa says Washington. The question was not to
That
be or
was
to
my
be. So
original answer, Lisa. That was my original answer. I changed it. Yeah.
oh,
Oh, to
okay.
be or
I got
not to
another link.
be?
Well, we'll see what this is. Will it blend? Well, that's the question. Okay, so folks, here we go. Moose wanders into movie theater and leaves with a happy meal. Employees at a movie theater in Kenai got a big surprise this week when a curious moose strolled into the lobby and rooted through the trash, then left a few minutes with a McDonald's Happy Meal box stuck to its snout. Uh, it was at least the second time this past month that a moose wandered into a building in South Central Alaska.
Not again! Damn it! Oh,
Earlier
that
this month,
pisses
a
me
young
off.
moose wandered into the lobby of an Anchorage medical building through an automatic door.
Oh, it's always Alaska, dude. I knew it was Alaska, but I just didn't want it to be Alaska. Oh,
Oh my god!
why Alaska?
I don't know. I wish I could have the video. The video doesn't seem like it wants to play, but it said it poked its head around the corner, sniffed the air, tongue sticking out, and the employee was like, "No, no, no! It's a TikTok video." No, no, no!
Oh,
The employee said, called the manager, "Ricky, Ricky!" Her voice rising. The theater manager, Ricky, was upstairs working on employee schedules. His first reaction was to laugh. She was serious, not in immediate danger from the moose. And she's like, "Stop laughing, it's serious." So, anyway, meanwhile, the moose had begun calmly eating out of the trash. Black banged on the wall and yelled, who's the manager, and the moose ignored him. Shoo, shoo, he ain't leaving, when the employees responded. So, basically, after a few minutes, the moose found the Happy Meal box and all the yelling
Max,
directed at him
Max.
out. So,
Max. Oh my God, Max. The funny thing you say there is like every time anyone brings up Moose and Squirrel, I think of how gorgeous Sally Kellerman was as Natasha in the live version action of Rocky movie of Rocky and Bullwinkle. Sally Kellerman was just mwah,
mhm.
as Natasha. But Lisa, oh, it kills me because I'm not a gambler. I've been to a casino 5 times in 30 years. All right, I played blackjack at a table 3 times in 30 years, and sometimes you just get sick of doubling down on cards. Okay, sometimes you just want to let the cards fall as they may. And I didn't want it to be Alaska again. That's just no. No. I mean, why is it always Alaska? With the UFOs, with the
Okay.
crazy
Now,
wildlife.
I think that this is the related article that has the video, and I'm going to play with the YouTube stuff here because I've been
Hmm.
getting a little more adventuresome stuff
I mean,
on
how
things.
many
So,
UFOs does Alaska need? Seriously. But
uh,
go on. That was a joke. That was a joke, man. I'm sorry.
all right, here we go. So here we go, folks. This is the video. I think I played this before in one of the stories here, but see, you can see them down here in the corner,
Yeah.
and the
Let
ladies
me
on the.
adjust my glasses. Yeah. Oh dear.
So
Poor
it's like
Moose. I mean, it's not his fault.
lock the doors. Don't have the automatic doors on
Lock
it.
the doors. Lock the doors.
Now,
Oh, what a
I'd
beautiful
like to see a
look.
polar bear or grizzly
Oh.
bear going in here like this,
It's,
but you know,
oh, but that's not as cute. This is really
this is
cute.
cute.
This is adorable.
Oh, it's a separate movie
Oh.
theater. Well, well, Kenai is so there must be a separate one in Kenai then too. Must be one
Honestly,
little.
that looks like a young moose too.
Yeah,
That looks juvenile. That looks juvenile. Just oh, that's not his
he's eating
fault.
popcorn.
Look, you're gonna put it out there like you're saying. You leaving the door open. They can. Their noses are better than ours. Their olfactory senses are way better than ours. You can't blame this beautiful little furry person for coming in and going yum yum yum. Okay, you can't.
Hmm.
No, no. The fault lies with the two leggers, with us, not the
Yeah,
four leggers. The
yeah. You
two
don't
leggers.
need to have a. You know.
Take it, please. You get me hiccups again, Max. Damn it.
Oh God, that was
Sometimes I
fun.
think Max does this just to give me hiccups again. I like he's keeping us a punch
Yes.
card of how many times he can make hungry get it.
See,
Hiccups.
I think that they're separate theaters. It might have happened the same because one was a Happy Meal box, and then I don't know. Maybe it's the same one. Maybe this is before he got the Happy Meal box. Lisa says buttery
Oh
popcorn works
yeah.
on me every time. Yep.
Oh, especially the real butter, Lisa. The
Yeah.
real butter, not
Sword
the
Poopus
other stuff.
polar bear can smell popcorn 20 miles away.
Yes. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. I mean, he makes it. He might be making a joke. I don't know, but I would believe a polar bear could smell popcorn for 20 miles away and say, "Hello, got something to spare?" I believe that in a
Yeah, and
second.
Jeff has said, yeah, I agree with Jeff too, and yeah, he's the moose. They get in there, get everywhere. It's like up in Yellowstone around the park. There were some populated areas where the moose and the elk and all them got in. So,
Well,
um,
when I was in America in the 80s and 90s, I mean, the one thing I got warned about whenever there was camping going on, right, is be very careful about your treats, like hostess stuff, like the pies, because the
mhm.
bears can smell it through the packaging, and they would like. It's like they were after diabetes type 2. They would be going after the treats before anything else, and they would be after them hostess, and they would like
Mhm.
ravage them hostess before they got to anything else. And like after the hostess, they would go after the meat. And I'm thinking, this is going against the Darwinian paradigm. We are doing something wrong if we are making bears eat hostess pies before they eat something that actually is nutritious for the bear. That's just
Yeah,
wrong.
absolutely. So, um,
Sensitive
yeah,
snoots.
yes, sensitive snoot. Yes, exactly. So, let me see. Um, yeah, I think that's part of the articles right there for that. Uh, and go from there. Oh man, have you laughed enough?
Dude, I've laughed a lot. I have laughed a lot. I'm very happy considering, stuff we talked about backstage beforehand. I'm very
Mhm.
grateful. But oh man, these wonderful animals and their interaction with us. But once again, like you and the missus said, you do not go out and pet a bison just because the bison is cute. Don't do that.
No, you don't. You stay away, and that's what's sad is that people are doing more and more of that stuff, and it's the ones that get away with it are the ones that lead to uh the pro that may actually get other people
Yeah.
hurt or something else because other people do it, they figure it's safe and things like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not to be grim here, but what one popular TikTok video with one idiot who survived may end up with
Mm,
10 people who don't. And respect the animal in its own environment. Always do that. And Jess brings up a very good
mm.
point. Do you want to read it?
Yeah, I was looking for something else and I came across this a story that I need to hold for tomorrow. It's dealing with
Okay.
sports and soccer. Because our friend Whoopa Troopa is not a fan of a guy that used to own the St. Louis football team, and has to deal with the risk of LA losing the FIFA World Cup in 2026. So, all right, so
Yeah,
yeah, the
Jess,
sugar.
Jess and Lisa are kicking ass in the
The,
chat right now.
oh wait a second. Okay, well I think I got and the stupid UFO stuff up there too. Yeah. Uh,
Stupid.
let's not get snooty here. Just saying the
Stupid.
sugar is something special to it, like getting berries. I think meat would be
Yeah.
easier. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
So and
also to back up Jess, I mean, the thing is, let's look at how much sugar that a bear
yes, they
needs
are called
is
wild
in the
animals for a
berry.
reason, Lisa. Yes. Go ahead.
Exactly, Lisa. Thank you. But you look at the concentrated sugar in a Hostess fruit pie versus like what is the correspondence to the amount of berries that would be that a bear has to forage for? I mean, maybe that's like a week of berries in one Hostess fruit pie, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I can understand why they go for it, but Lisa, once again, yeah, wild animals for a reason. And if you come to Australia, sometimes in the old days in the 90s, when you were going to be getting off the plane, there would be warnings given by the stewardesses with a little video presentation about not messing with the wildlife
Yeah.
because
Well, like Max Redstone says, clubbing seals all well and good until the sea seals start clubbing you.
yeah, nice one.
Yeah.
Nice one, Max.
We joked about that about, well, what if Bambi had a gun? Just it's
Uh,
it, it
Actually, Max knows about this. I know you do, Max, so don't deny it. Max remembers, and you might have seen it, Dadman. Have you ever
mhm.
seen Godzilla versus Bambi from 1968? The little
No,
short
I
animated one.
haven't.
Oh, you will laugh your ass off. I'll share it with you. I'm not going to explain it. No spoilers, okay?
Okay.
But about 15 years ago, somebody decided to do follow-ups to that because
Hmm.
Godzilla versus Bambi became public domain, so they were free to do follow-ups to that. And well, let's just say Bambi decided to strike back, and very funny. But the original, the oh, what? No, I don't believe you, Max. I don't believe you. Okay. Hold on. Can you keep talking? I gotta find this. All right, I gotta
Okay.
find this. Put this
Oh,
into the chat. I am a man
there's
on a mission right
clubbing
now.
with seals. They always waddle away
Oh,
in the tab.
all right.
All right.
Okay.
Jess says,
I'm
I've
gonna
recently seen
mute.
funny clips of kangaroo fighting each other. One falls through a fence and down a hill. The other one was like, what the? Yes, exactly. It's just too funny. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Well, hopefully he finds that because I've got one more story that we'll do after this and call it a night after that because it's 5:11 on the East Coast. Hey, folks, you know, I will get sleep tomorrow. I will have to get up at some point and do some stuff around the house and for the missus and for Grandma Man walking. And I realize we got to get ready for a football stream for next week. Uh, absolutely,
Boom.
Lisa. Yeah, you
Got
go
it.
crash, Lisa. We're going to be
Oh,
not too
Lisa,
far
don't
behind you.
crash.
Yeah.
Lisa, don't crash unless you have seen Bambi versus Godzilla.
Oh
All
no.
right, it's very short. It's tragic, but it's short. Bison Boys, yeah, we are the Bison Boys, except for the missus, because she's a Bison Mama. We're the
Yeah.
Bison Boys. She's the Bison Mama.
Yeah. So we got oh, you put the link there. Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Star Poopa said, what did the polar bear say when the campers and sleeping bags? Answer, yum, hot pockets.
Oh, Max, you're messing with me here.
Uh,
Oh, Max,
this
you're
there.
messing with me here.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get a couple of these things done, and then we'll see. We'll go ahead and see about closing because I do need to get to sleep. So, oh, hold on a second. Give me a second. Are you there?
I'm here.
I am going to do something dangerous. I've got to move it over to another screen. Give me a second. Hopefully, I don't kill the stream. You there?
I'm here.
All my screens just went weird. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm good. I'm good. I'm good now.
All righty.
How much? I'm just going to play a few seconds. Okay, so we'll see. All right. So
I will share the link on your Tweety, which is
okay.
allowed later. Okay, but
Yeah.
maybe not tonight, maybe tomorrow,
Yeah.
but
All
it's
right,
gonna be
Lisa.
funny.
And Lisa, if
Nighty,
you
old
do,
Lisa.
good night. We'll be right
Sleep
behind
well,
you.
my
So,
dear. Sleep well.
all right.
Sleep
So
well.
let's see. Let me bring it up.
I'm just gonna put it in my notifications on Tweety
Yeah.
so people can
Okay.
look at it and not worry about it.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to add it real quick. I'm just going to show a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
All
Let me
right.
just
So
it'll be on my Tweety if anyone
yeah.
wants to look. And there we go.
All right.
Done.
So hey. All right. We're going to go and we're going to talk over it a little bit. So oh, I've
Oh, this
seen this one. Yeah, I know this. Yes. You can only what's going to happen, folks. So you know
I
what's going
should
to
not
happen.
laugh. I should not laugh, but
This is like really going to really be something else, and so
it's gonna it
it's
takes a
already coming
while.
with the music. So anyway, but yeah, let's see.
And the music is the da 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 da
Yeah,
da
it is.
da
It's
da
got the
da
credits,
da.
all this stuff, got all the things here. Yeah.
Snorty.
All
I've
right,
had
here.
venison. I don't like to
Well,
admit that.
that is if there's anything left. We'll see what happens. But hey,
I don't like to admit how delicious it is,
here we go.
Snorty. I don't like to admit that.
Here we go.
I
And that, folks, is Godzilla meets Bambi.
It's
You
a
knew that
short
was
fight.
coming. You knew that
It's
was
a short
coming.
fight. I hope
That
Lisa
was
didn't see that.
no, that's way too funny.
Oh, and you know, in
Oh
the
God.
original version, that one's been edited. In the original version, this is awful. By the time the credits roll to the very end, you see little like blood trails come out from under the squished Bambi. It's terrible. Oh, Waffle
Oh,
House. Jess is talking
yes,
Waffle
I'm
House.
gonna
That
see
woke me
that.
up.
Yeah,
Ooh, Waffle House. Oh, I miss Waffle House. I wish we had a Waffle House here in
exactly.
Australia.
Yep.
Oh,
All right. So let's do this. Let's see where we go with that. Let me see. Let me see what that was that was
mm,
sent because I
I'll
did
be
have
right.
something else.
I'll be right back. You do it. I'll be right back.
Let's see. Actually, let's see. I'm trying to figure out what this is first to make sure I got the right story, the right article. So wow. Okay, hungry. You got to be back here. Oh, God. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to control the video now. Okay, let's see. All right. All right, hungry. I got to wait for you for this one. This is a real quick one. Folks, and I tell you what, everybody talks about uh no, it's a little bit better than a brawl at the Waffle House. This is one you don't see, and usually everybody thinks that the Waffle House is only bad at 2 o'clock in the morning after the bars have let out. No, this will go towards disproving that. So, um,
Oh man, I'm sorry to interrupt, but if it's not a damn turkey on my roof, it's a damn bat. Oh, loving
wow.
life in Australia. It's a bat. And
Well,
the flying fruit foxes, the ones with the wingspans of about
yep,
3.5, 4 feet. It's like, stop chirping, stop pecking at the bugs on my window. It's my window. Stop pecking at the bugs. I know you need to eat the
yep.
bugs, but
Well, here
I'm
we
on
go.
stream here.
Here we go.
Ugh,
You ready?
yeah.
This is quick.
I can't even see that. Oh, oh, what? No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no. Oh, that
yes,
is messed up.
yeah. In the parking lot of a Waffle House, you can see it.
Oh, oh.
Somebody expecting a Waffle House in the South, I think. Yeah, you would expect that in the South, but that's too crazy, folks. Oh gosh,
The
make the
ironic
joke.
thing is, since we're under the equator, that's what you expect in the north of Australia, and yeah, that's not a surprise.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right.
That's Can you
Well,
show that again? That's messed
oh
up.
no, I closed it. Sorry. I actually,
Oh, don't worry, don't worry.
because I actually closed everything over on that thing, and crap. I wanted to show one more thing before we ended. But give me 1 second. Um, so anyway, well, you know what? I think we're going to go ahead and call it here, though. Hungry boy,
Oh, no
you there?
problem. But
Yeah,
thank you
because I
very
mean,
much for
the
doing an
squirrels.
impromptu
We've been at
stream.
an hour 45. Yeah, there's one that's got 11 sports from around the world, and I'll save it for another time because I think it'll be cool. So we'll do it
Hmm.
just a little bit earlier. Kangaroo fight, man. Never trust the keys to the tractor. Yes, yes. Put the link. You can find it. The full thing out on Instagram. There's the link.
Oh, thank
Kangaroo
you, Jess.
fight. Max really wants the kangaroo fight. So,
Oh, Max, to
but
be
yes,
honest.
doesn't everyone drive their John Deere to the Waffle House for lunch?
Oh,
Yeah.
Max,
That is,
before we go, in the place I lived, two places before this, 20 feet away from my front lawn was the actual traditional area of some of the big grays, not the big reds, but the big grays, and they would be 6'5", 6'5" kangaroos, and they would just stare at us from across the way, across the street, and as long as you didn't go into their territory, that was fine. But the tourists sometimes they didn't heed the warnings, Max, and that goes into what you said, and there might be a little bit of a punch up, but if you were respectful, no problem. But sometimes they'd hop across the street and they just like stare at you as if to say, why did you bother living here?
exactly.
This is not your place. And I'm
Hmm.
sure you saw that look in the eye of some bisons. You and the missus probably saw that
Hmm.
look in some of the bison eyes. It's like, why?
Yeah.
Why are you here? Why are you getting out of your car? Why? Don't do it.
Well, one of them that did it to me was the one that walked right by the car, and we were in the car. And like,
Yeah, you were
just
showing that.
those pictures, it was just like amazing. It's like you just think they're thinking like they're sitting there looking at you like, "Why are you looking at me, you idiot?" I just like tourists are fun and delicious, according to Snort. And so, and there's a link to the kangaroo fight. But we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We got 4 y'all still here. Make sure y'all hit that like button.
Mm,
Thank you for being here. Make sure you're still subscribed. And let's get to 500. We'll have a very big party and stuff. But hey, like I said, you guys, I consider it an honor y'all hanging out with the weird times, impromptus, and fact that y'all send me stuff that I can use. And
mm,
it's good, and you stay within limits and things, and it's everything's in good taste, and really, it's kind of cool to have that interaction with everybody. I really appreciate it.
yeah. A
Yeah. Oh
little bit of
gosh. Yeah,
PG does
he's
no
right though.
harm.
Crazy as the heck fight would have been the one at Disney. That was, it's hard to laugh at some of those sometimes. I mean, yeah, it's a hell of a
Oh,
fight, but
I think
you
I
sit
saw
there and
that. Yeah.
you just think of how sad people got and get and stuff
Uh,
like that. It's just
well, we don't want to close out on a downer though. We
no,
don't
we're
want to
not
close out
because
on
we're
a
going to pitch my shows and stuff, which means get your ass in here next time and bring people with you and let's get to 500. So,
and keep it upbeat. Keep it
yeah,
upbeat.
that's, yeah, the sound effect
Monkeys
made
with swords hunting bears. Hey, Snorty's going to be offended at that.
exactly. So, yes, follow me on Twitter there with that. But hey, before that, what we got coming up, I'm going to do a little out of order on Thursday this week coming up. We got Small Time Republic. We'll have two. B from O was last week, so we'll have two Auburn
Mm.
fans back to back. Join us Thursday night for that at 8 p.m. Then
Sorry. sorry. I
Dead monkey.
apologize, Damon. I cannot control my laughter when the chat says
That's good.
something
You
funny.
obviously needed to laugh, so that's awesome. So hey, we got
Dead
that. We
monkey.
got tomorrow night. Tonight, tomorrow night. Join me at 6 p.m. But I may start this stream early. It depends. I got a lot of work I got to do this week, but still, this stream may start earlier than 6 p.m. only because there's a lot of stuff going on today and tomorrow. So, God, amazing what Dead Monkeys does to you. So, but hey,
No, it's making me think of Godzilla versus King Kong
Bambi.
and all the arguments I've had for over 50 years about that movie, where it's like lizard beats monkey, and
Yes.
now with Max and
Yep.
Snorty, they're arguing over who's going to win with the monkeys. And, and the funny thing is, we're monkeys, and it's just killing
Yeah,
me.
make Planet of the Bears. So yes, and say Buddy's saying stay away from Sumatran rat monkey. So all right. Well, join me tomorrow night. It's maybe at 6, maybe a bit earlier, maybe hell I'll do it
I'm
just for the
sorry,
hell of it.
guys.
Maybe you Hungry Boy will join me for a football stream just to sit there and laugh. Who knows?
But I'm useless with football.
It doesn't matter your laughter, your reactions and stuff, especially if I find a stupid ass story or I keep joking about 69, or something. But
I
hey, you never know.
apologize to the chat. I
You're
apologize to
good.
the chat.
I love you laughing. It's good. That's what it is. Just don't die on us, Keep breathing. Breathe. I'm a professional Lamaze coach. Breathe. I've done it twice. Breathe. In.
Okay.
Out.
All right. I'm
Out.
listening.
Don't give up. Don't ever quit.
I'm putting my hand over the chat so I don't start laughing again. Okay.
All right. Well, anyway.
All right. That's our plan.
Listen, the show of the week, my friends, is Wednesday night, Indiana Jones at the Last Crusade. Come join me in the amazing, the incredible. Adds definitely a lot of class to this show. The wonderful Daisy Blossom.
Yes.
Coming in to talk about you'll see where I think of this movie among the three. And then obviously the last two are just whatever they are. So, but hey, with that, folks, I want to say good night. Thank you for being here. Remember, live streams and videos are on YouTube and twitch.tv, both at Dadman Walking 55. Follow me on stream to get updates. Hit the bell on YouTube. Hit all. Make sure you get the notifications, but also make sure you're still subscribed because weird things do happen. People do tell me that they did not get the notifications because it got changed by YouTube. So make sure it's set on all. And follow me on Twitter at Dadman Walking 55. That's the only Dadman Walking 55 with the banana football, and it's at Dadman Walking 55. So, yes. Thank you, Wes Cagle. You have a good one. Too. Yeah. Oh gosh, Max had said he planned on giving monkeys helmets and shields too.
No, they're gonna start me off again.
Snorter says goodbye, and we'll see you not Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow. So here, let me go back to this screen here. But anyway. Good morning. Yeah, buddy. Good morning. All right. Good night, you party animal. And we will catch you guys later. Bye, all.
Sweet dreams.